All right, everybody, we're back for another exciting game in the Next Level Tech Arcade. I'm your host, Nick Smith, and I've got two guests with me to play Blackjack. Everybody give a warm hand for Daniel and Misty from BrightSign. All right, you two ready to play some Blackjack?
We're ready.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. Let's bring it on. All right, so I'm assuming there's nobody on Earth who doesn't know who BrightSign is at this point. But one of you at least tell the audience of 7 people out there that may not know what's a BrightSign player and who are you?
Well, I'm going to pass on card and the question to Misty.
You're saying you're staying?
Yes, I'm staying.
Right,
First of all, if somebody doesn't know who BrightSign is, I would like to know. I'd like to know who that person is. But so BrightSign, we are a hardware manufacturer for digital signage. So we do a full software suite as well as hardware. We are the leaders in the industry. We have almost 3 million players out there in the wild. But we develop products so that you can get your content on the screen and engage and attract and captivate people.
Very first BrightSign player I ever saw was at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. And I was like, 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
I can't do that math on camera.
I know.
Really?
That is definitely, is that more?
17.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's like
Yeah,
23.
that's,
yeah.
That is too many.
It's a bust.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
more than
Yeah.
21, I think.
All right, what are you guys excited
15.
about in the industry right now? Like, what is
That's 20.
got you
So,
excited
I
about
think
the
I-
digital signage? You just beat us all?
Yeah, we just lost.
Wow,
Didn't even know it.
this is not starting off good.
This is what happens when I game, by the way. This is what happens. Everyone.
Well, we're going to
loses.
Vegas then.
That's it. Let's go.
Oh,
We got.
not
Oh, yeah,
following
we
your
got to
lead
go.
this time. I'm not.
I'm
No?
going to. I'm going risky.
Okay, so what are we excited about in the industry? I think that for me, what I'm excited about is that the industry is getting more dynamic and more experiential, which is awesome. If you look at like the history of signage, it was very static, right? Very in a box, like you're just putting static content on a screen. But now it's very dynamic, very interactive. The technology is getting more simple to use, so it's actually getting a broader audience, but we're doing more with it. And when you start incorporating technologies like AI and things like that and bringing it to the masses, it is allowing every single vertical across the entire universe to be able to use digital signage.
You should definitely hit
I
that.
think I won, actually.
Does that mean
Yeah,
you
was
want?
you bet too?
Can you put more? Is that like a good time to put chips in?
No, he already gets double.
I already get double.
You
so
already
I
get double, but if I
win.
want to go double, I can.
Getting some crap cards.
Okay, so
Look at
you
this.
you said AI, and I think
I
that's
said
I mean, and that's a big buzzword with everybody right now. It's AI. Where do you see AI fitting into the signage industry? How is it? What if I didn't want any more?
You said you double. You double down. You get 1 card if you double down.
You do?
Yeah.
No?
Maybe you should have referred to the rule book.
Can we get a review of the camera?
Can
Eye in the
get a-
sky.
What
What's
did,
your
what
review?
did,
Where's the
what did Nick
referee on this
actually
one?
do? Yeah.
No, it's out there now. You can't take it back. So
Where's the pit boss?
It's
you might as well hit me again.
Oh, you only get 1.
We only get 1
If you
hit.
double down. I'm not sure he could do 1-8 anyway.
I guess I'm staying.
I think you should stay. Yeah.
that's awesome.
This is
Yep.
not a
Misty,
good.
the goal was to get
I-
21 or below.
I like to go high.
Just do what I do, guys.
Just nothing.
Just nothing.
Just
Get an ace and a king.
Nothing.
Do
All
what I
right.
do.
Try it again.
We're not going to last for 42 minutes. I
This-
can tell you
this
that
is
much.
real
No,
shot.
no. Okay, so I mean, where does AI fit into the signage experience?
So AI fits in a couple of different places, right? So AI allows you to simplify and do presentations. Like I mentioned, it allows everybody to have access to be able to create really cool dynamic presentations. But also, if you look at what's trending in signage, data and analytics are trending in signage.
Got it.
So we've already seen, like when you're doing experiential and dynamic content, it usually has some kind of trigger, something that's going to interact, right? You want people to engage with it, not just stand there and look at it, right? You want them to actually act and do something. Triggers allow that to happen. There's lots of different ways you can do it. You can do a gesture, you can do motion, you can do touch, you can do facial recognition, you can do all sorts of things. What AI can do for you is take all that data and analytics and stitch it all together, right? So now I understand the full customer journey in real time. So it's not just about whether or not I'm engaging with the content, but maybe what is my emotion when I'm engaging with the content? What did I do next? That kind of stuff. And then you get that real-time data.
Interesting.
Am I still playing?
Are you? I guess you want.
It was
to
assumed that you were staying, I think. Is
you're
what
gonna
happened.
hit that?
Oh no,
Or stay?
that. It's hard to talk and do this.
That was the point of this.
Very.
I'd rather eat the hot sauce. Where's that? Bring back the hot sauce. I'm going to sweat for one reason or another.
No, that's
It'll be
it.
that.
That's it.
I win this one.
Are you
Oh
kidding
boy.
me?
Yeah, you're not doing so hot there, Misty.
Right. Nick won.
Well, you know what? When I'm out, Daniel, it's all you.
I guess so. Yeah. Be a very quiet interview, I think.
It's like he keeps putting more chips
That's it.
in every
Let's keep
time.
going. You know, when I lose, I put more in. I do think actually signage though as a category, there's a lot of things that happen in technology where you see these cool, unique things that are out there, but they're not really in mainstream. They're not used a lot. I think signage is starting to become more like the cool, unique things are becoming more mainstream as a part of the category. So you'll see things like, you know, the sensors and buttons to trigger content as opposed to just a touch screen and things like that. I think you do see that more used traditionally now, as opposed to it being sort of a pie in the sky. That's cool for years out, but you know they're using it now.
Well, if you look at like what constitute your signage being successful, right? Like it used to just be that we would do people counting, or you would however people were interacting with their content. But now it's about dwell time. It's about other things. Like it really is about bringing it all together and understanding whether or not your content is being effective, right? That is something that has evolved over the last few years, and what AI gives you to do that. So
I just missed it on this one.
I don't know.
You know,
You have to
math,
hit
it's
on
21. Actually, he won.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did.
that. So we cannot do
sorry.
math and talk and be on camera.
We look at the
I can't
dealer and he's.
I,
We should play Mario Kart. I agree. It's-
We're gonna have to switch. This is hard, man.
what did you call this place?
The Next Level Tech Arcade.
Right. What's
I'm
tech
heading-
about Blackjack? I'm just trying to figure that out.
I'll stay.
That's a good question.
I mean, they're just
yeah, no, that's fair.
just
that's
throwing it
fair.
out there. You know, I don't know.
That is fair.
He's not the smart guy in the room,
so
so
I
I
got
just
16.
you know.
I think.
You need a calculator. You
Yeah.
good?
The math skills in this team are
you-
really weak today.
Yeah,
It's
this
good. You
is
can
tough.
tell we're all in
This
sales.
is tough. There you go.
And you,
Who do you
I
think?
doubled down, so yeah.
Who's driving the innovation on this side? I mean, you've been at the forefront of hardware for as long as I've known BrightSign. Do you see somebody coming in with relevant software these days or relevant ideas that are disrupting the market? Or is it just the natural maturation of it getting used more and more in unique places?
What do you think, Misty? Well, so you know, again, my angle on the signage category is a little bit different, but I do think that people are leaning into developing their own solutions.
Their own
now.
software
Their own
side?
software,
Got
right?
it.
Right, because they have different needs that aren't necessarily met by what's in the market already, and they have people that can develop the technology to put that perfect solution together for them. And what BrightSign does really well is we help facilitate that conversation and help them build those things.
Do you think that kind of splintering is good for the industry? I mean, because you've got already 392 CMS companies out there. And then if everybody's starting to develop their own specific engine, is that good from a service standpoint, from a,
It's not that they're developing their own specific engine, but when you are deploying 10,000 units, you do see customers that will create their own custom CMS based on a different building block, right? So I do think that, I think competition is good, so no, I don't think it hurts our industry at all. I do think that the customer is what's kind of driving some of these trends as well, because in this day and age, we're also used to having a very personalized experience. It doesn't matter what you're doing, it is a very personalized experience, and signage is at the forefront of that always, right? And you have requirements to your company, and you have requirements to the brands that you're trying to bring in. If you're a retail, you have requirements to the consumer itself, and signage bridges all of that together.
Got it.
So I think the consumer and the end customer is one that really drives that trend and that innovation. So yeah.
Stand.
Yeah,
and the flop?
I'm gonna push. Oh, you
I got
butt.
20.
I kept it clean.
Edit.
You
Edit.
tie.
I kept it clean. You can't cut that.
Oh, I thought it was.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch this one.
Is this why you said no beer?
Yeah,
Right,
that would
fair.
be.
I put the cup holders in and everything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hey, give me a beer. I could use one.
Okay, what's the one use case? Like, what was the one time when you heard somebody put a BrightSign player and you're like, I never thought of that? Like, has there been a moment like that? Because you got
There's been a couple, but that's putting me on the spot. I have to think about it.
Oh,
There's been a couple where it's like, how about our CTO, our founder, Jeff Hastings,
Exactly.
using a BrightSign player to control his hot tub when his controller broke?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
That's the one that I always think of. Yeah.
He literally, the temperature controller in this hot tub broke, and so he used a BrightSign player to control the temperature of his hot tub.
Bo to
Yeah.
have Jeff Hastings style skills.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that is.
But there have been a couple over the years that have been like, wow, I never would have thought that.
Mm.
And I never would have thought I got this amount of crappy cards either.
I'm worried about the deal. Yeah, it definitely hit
Yeah.
me. Where we go? Ooh, staying.
Oh, there you go.
Hang right there.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's cute.
us.
That's cute.
Seriously.
You could beat together too, I bet. There you go.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
All right, Mario Kart's looking pretty good.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, all in.
This
Last-
is where
everybody.
I definitely go all in as
Yep,
well. So I'm
all
with
in. Throw down.
Last question.
Last question.
Oh boy.
Where does BrightSign go next? I mean, you've been taking players from single channel to multi-channel. You've got a Windows embedded device. You're sort of conquering the ecosystem of any size player for any type of environment. How do you top that?
That is a.
It's a Misty vision thing. Misty has the vision.
I think that BrightSign, we're always looking at innovation, right? We're always looking at what's next. I think that right now in our players, we do have something called an MPU, which is part of our chip that allows us to do Edge AI. And so I think that what we'll do next is really explore the boundaries of that. And what we will do is it's not just about the end customer at this point, it's about our ecosystem and our partnership. And so we're really going to be looking at how do we bring AI to everyone? How do we get every one of our CMS partners to engage in some of that innovation by doing some of the things that we do with our hardware? So there's always places to go. There's always new features and innovation to do. And it's something that we're constantly thinking about.
I'd say split that, but you're out of chips.
We'll let you split for the last one. You have 2 hands.
You're gonna borrow. There you go.
It doesn't matter.
All right, there we go.
Why would I split that? Now I have 6.
How's
Like
it-
this was who said to do that? I had 10 before. Look,
You
I
have
had 21.
21.
There you go.
Done. Winner. All right, let's
This
see.
is not how it works in Vegas, by the way.
No.
We should.
We don't get to fight
The
back
pit
with
boss
the
There needs to be a
Down.
warning. Yeah, we
Yes.
need that
Boss is
warning.
coming
Y'all win besides Daniel.
Yeah, I lost.
Daniel's out.
Knew it was gonna happen. It's a matter of time. That's it.
Too much fun. Thank you both so much for enduring this torture. This has been another episode of Next Level Tech Arcade, playing poker with the gang from BrightSign.
Or blackjack.
Or blackjack.
Or
yeah.
Blackjack.
Yeah.
Really?
The highly technical blackjack.
See you all in the next episode.